It's time for the third T20I between India and Bangladesh. India going in this T20I eyeing that clean sweep because India is leading with a 2-0 margin in this 3 T20I series. Tomorrow in Hyderabad, India and Bangladesh will be facing each other for that final T20I of this series. India, it was Ryan Ten Descarte who came out for the press conference, pre-match press conference today, and he addressed a lot of things. He talked about what the mindset of the Indian team is going to be moving ahead, how India is planning things around the Asia Cup, Champions Trophy, and the World Cup in 2026 that is to be played in India. He also hinted chances of a debutant in tomorrow's game. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through exactly what all did he talk about. First up, he talked about, he was asked that what are the plan of the Indian team moving ahead, on which he was very clear. He said that we want to build a strong core with the Champions Trophy, Asia Cup and the World Cup coming up. We want to know where everyone stands in Indian cricket. So the reason for having such a big pool of players, many of the Indian players as of now are resting, likes of Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, not part of this T20I side, but the others who are getting that opportunity. The reason for that is that the team wants to look at as many players as possible, so that going ahead in the next 2 years, there is the Champions Trophy, there is the World Cup in 2026, and also an Asia Cup is going to be played in between. So all these tournaments, India wants to go in with their best chance and the maximum and the best set of players after looking at a variety of them. He was also asked about what are the options, how does it feel to have so many bowling options in the team, to which he said that there are guys who can fill multiple roles. You look at someone like a Riyan Parag. We have seen Nitish Reddy, who can bat at 4 or 5 as well as being a finisher. It's trying to tick as many boxes as possible. He was very clear that they want players who are multi-dimensional. He talked about the Riyan Parag who can contribute with the bat lower down the order and also contribute a little bit with the ball when the team requires him. Nitish Reddy was another name he took. He said that Nitish Reddy is somebody who can bat at number 4 and 5 and also play a finisher's role. And we also have to keep in mind he can bowl with the new ball as well that we saw in the previous match. He also talked about just the fact that Hardik Pandya hasn't bowled much in this series till now, shows the depth in this Indian team, which the new coaching setup in Ryan Ten-Descarte, Gautam Gambhir, Abhishek Nair are really impressed about, and they want to exercise all the options as much as possible. Next up, he was also asked about the change in approach that this Indian team has had. Even after losing early wickets in the previous game in New Delhi, the team continued with that aggressive approach, and that's exactly what Ryan Ten-Descarte even talked about. He said that Sanju Samson got off a quick start in Gwalior. It would have been easy for him to knock it around and get a 50, but you can see he's trying to push for the boundary, and the messaging has been pretty consistent with that. So this is exactly what he talked about. He said that Sanju Samson, all the batters in that sense, he gave the example of Sanju Samson, are going all guns blazing. They're not trying to accumulate runs in the shortest format. He knows that being the shortest format, it's very important to go after each delivery. He also mentioned that in the span of 120 balls, the batters are expected to go after each delivery. So this is a very key thing that as far as the mindset is concerned of this Indian T20I side in specific, that the message is very clear that the batter should be going all guns blazing, and for that full on confidence in the team is also going to be given, and a longer rope would be given even if the players are getting out early on. And that's exactly what he mentioned in the next question also. He said that we try to expose as many guys as we can to international cricket. So someone like Harshit Rana, we are keen to give him a chance. We want to give Sanju another chance as well. Two things that are really interesting here. First of all, Harshit Rana, you might see Harshit Rana making a debut for the Indian team. Finally tomorrow, he has been with the Indian team earlier also, but wasn't able to make his debut in this series also, hasn't played a game till now, even though there was speculation that maybe he would start before Mayank Yadav. But Harshit Rana, finally, the assistant coach has come out and said that the Indian team is keen on looking at Harshit Rana, how he goes about international cricket. So that is interesting. And Sanju Samson also, we on the outside might be thinking that he hasn't gotten those many runs, those many big runs, those big performances, but the team is looking at it in a very, very different way. The team looks at it that he is going after the bowlers, even if it's a short-lived innings on the wicket, the intent should be there, and if you have that intent, the team will back you. And that's exactly what the message is from the team management, that you go all guns blazing, play with that intent, you will be backed till the very end. So that is something that is really helping and has helped in the change of approach of this Indian team also. He talked about the message. He was asked about that the third T20I is going to be a dead rubber game. It's sort of inconsequential in that sense. But for that, he had a very, very clear reply that Gautam Gambhir's message is very, very clear. Play each game with the same intensity, even if it's a dead rubber. We want to win and complete a 5-0 sweep. The 5-0 sweep, he is referring to the 2 test matches that India ended up winning and the 2 T20Is that India have won. So it's been 4-0 till now in that sense, and India wants to make it 5-0. So quite a positive press conference as far as that is concerned. Many things were really chalked down very nicely by the assistant coach. He talked about the approach, like I mentioned. He talked about backing the players. He talked about what exactly is expected from this Indian team. So lots of things look really, really nice for Indian cricket at this point of time. It looks very clear that India is finally getting ahead of that curve in T20 cricket, which we have been talking since many, many years now. So this was all that Ryan Doeschate talked about in his pre-match press conference. Tomorrow in Hyderabad, third T20I, we will be joining you live all throughout that match. You will be getting all the news updates only on Sports Today. So if you haven't pressed the subscribe button till now, do subscribe to our channel. And if you like this video, if you found this informative, do not forget to press the like button as well.